This episode of Speakers of Eidolon is made possible by our generous patrons, like Craig Marshall, Bellafrey Dragontooth, Chris, Clinway, Christoph Haas, Centra, Celesta, Mommy B, Eric Herring, Casey Schaefer, Alex Baus, and Omegacat Comet. Support the show and become a patron today at patreon.com/speakersxiv. This is Speakers of Eidolon. Good evening, Eorzeans. Welcome to Speakers of Eidolon episode 30. Oh my god, it's 42. I'm Lukile Bravestone, and I am, as usual, joined by Orange Caramel and Maela Vanadar. This show just, for some reason, seems to get more and more fucked the more time goes. Sorry. Okay, sorry. Sorry. There's whenever we start, I just have to say this real quick. Whenever we start preparing, there's a new problem, and that's not good. So just wanted to point that out. Sorry about that, guys. Today we're going to talk about the live letter 35. That took place on Friday, so we're going to go through that. There is quite a lot of stuff to talk about. The Mog Station received 6 new items this week. 2 of them used to be exclusive items. What do we feel about that? We're going to talk about that. There's no great discussion today because of all the stuff that we're going to cover today. Before we do that, let's talk about channel updates. Remnants of a Realm has not been released yet. Some of you probably noticed. I had a lot of problems. I have a lot of problems with that episode. What a surprise. There are a couple of areas that I'm going to cover in that episode that is not that easily accessible. So I'm working on that. Should be out by tomorrow. So look out for that. And also we launched our website, speakersxiv.com, which right now is very bare bones. But that is where you can now submit your artwork. There's an artwork tab there on the Speakers of Eidolon tab. Click that one, and I think there's going to be a sub-menu there when you can click Artwork of Eorzea. And for Remnants of a Realm, we're planning for a per episode sort of like document or a text version with pictures and explanations for each episode. So if you want to go more in depth in the episodes, you can do that on our website in the future. So I don't know when our feature is out yet, but it's going to
look forward to it.
Please look forward to it. Fall and Rise. I finally started writing or finishing up the script. I already had the outline for the script, but I'm finishing it now, so it should be out. The episode 6 should be ready by mid to late May. So please look forward to that as well. Okay, that's it for the channel updates. As usual, if you have any questions for the last portion of our episode, you can submit those while we're going. Some of you already submitted that during the 45-minute wait. Let's talk about what we've been doing in Final Fantasy XIV this week. Does anyone want to start? Or should I just pick one of you? I'm going to pick one of you, and that's going to be Orange. What have you done?
Well, the 3 of us cleared the server next today. Finally.
Yeah.
So
that was pretty neat.
And for me, that's all.
That's all. Yeah.
Pretty much. Yeah.
Maela?
Well, I got demoted in the.
Oh yeah.
In the
yeah.
That was all.
I went from Master of Coin to literally shit.
Trash. Literally trash.
It's not like it's better.
You see, okay, I can probably explain that later. Maela.
Yeah.
What have you been doing this week?
Well, Lukile Bravestone, we beat Zervan Extreme.
Yay!
Apart from that, I've been growing flowers. I'm trying to get a collection of, like, on the wall of my apartment, because I don't really use it, of, like, all of the different 3 types of plants.
Mm-hmm.
Like a rainbow.
How exciting!
You can tell there's a lot of content for me to do these days, so...
So, what I did this week was we of course cleared Servant. But also the thing with Orange yesterday was pretty hilarious. I don't know what went on with Orange yesterday, but for some reason he asked me to demote him, and I did. And then he said, "Can you demote me even further?" So I demoted him. I made a new rank called Literally Trash, and I made him that. So Orange is now literally trash in our free company.
I can't even enter to the free company house.
Orange has no privileges. He can't even deposit gil to the free company chest.
Thank God I can talk in chat.
Yeah, sadly you can. But you cannot enter the house, you cannot stable your chocobo, you cannot use any of our things.
Wait, what? My chocobo is stable.
So don't remove your chocobo from the stables, because you'll never be able to put it back in.
Okay.
Yeah, so that happened. Oh, you forgot to mention that you actually did Hildebrand or Maela. You did Gilgamesh.
I've started that, so don't worry, guys. There will be the trials.
Soon we will get
eventually.
Soon we will get the top 10 trial video.
Just need 2 more to go.
Yeah. And then I'm working on the Remnants of a Realm thing. A bit of I'm gonna spoil this a little bit, but there is an area that I need to record that's in a PvP map, and it's a little bit difficult to get in there, and I also have to get on the correct team to get to that specific area because the camp is it's very difficult. So that's why it's taking so long. So I've been doing that for the past week, also doing the Remnants of a Realm thing. I feel like that's gonna be like what I say every day, nor every week now. I did recordings for Remnants of a Realm. Soon I'll be saying that I do recordings for Chronicles of a Realm and for fucking Fallen Rise. So, live letter 35. Sorry, hold on. Live letter 35.
Letter 35.
That happened yesterday, and we got a lot of shit. And I finally got hyped again for the first time.
I didn't watch it.
You didn't watch it. I did, so I got hyped.
And there's no VOD.
Yeah, that's weird how they do that. Why don't they just release that they stream it on Twitch? They should be able to instantly have it out. But yeah, we should just jump right in here because there's a lot. They started by showing us some or giving us some information about the characters. So I thought I'd just read a little bit about these. We got some more information on Lise, the person we thought was actually Ida. Lise, a young fighter of surpassing skill. Lise learns to bring freedom to her... yearns to bring freedom to her homeland of Alamigo, which fell to the Empire when she was but a child. Her brash, impulsive ways often result in her biting off more than she can chew. Yet the time may come when she must rise to the occasion and become a leader of men. So, does this fuel the Alamigan princess fire conspiracy, or?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Most likely.
I still think she might be a princess. Let's move on. Gosetsu. Hailing from the far eastern land of Doma, Gosetsu has long served Doma and her sovereign, and fought valiantly to defend them from the Garlean Empire 25 years ago. Though Doma fell in the end, the samurai has since labored tirelessly to see her rebuilt. Renowned as a peerless warrior, this loyal retainer... dreams of a day when the shadow of Garlemald no longer darkens his homeland. Very classic, hero. Yugiri. A shinobi in service to the far eastern land of Doma, Yugiri took part in the nation's failed rebellion against the Garlean Empire. When all was lost, her liege bade her take to the sea along with many of Doma's people and seek sanctuary in the western lands of Eorzea. Her calm, collected demeanor belies a burning desire to face... Belies? A burning... Did I just say bellies?
Bellies.
Belies a burning desire to face the Imperials in battle once more, and redeem the failures of her past. Then there's Hien, who looks like Hanzo. The young heir to the throne of Doma. Hien is a charismatic leader, beloved of his people. Together with Gosetsu and Yugiri, he spurred his countrymen to rise up against their Garlean oppressors. But when the rebellion was crushed, Lord Hien vanished without a trace.
He's the heir to the throne.
He is the heir to the throne of Doma.
That's interesting. That's pretty cool.
Xenos Ye Galvas, leader of the 12th Legion and Crown Prince of the Garlean Empire. Oh, I didn't actually know that. I didn't. Okay, so he's actually next in line.
The more you know.
Xenos is possessed of but one. Sorry, I fell out. Xenos is possessed of but a single passion: to stand on the front lines and blade in hand and dance with death. He regards friend and foe alike with contempt, and tales of his brutality against both have spread far and wide. While crushing the rebellion of yesteryear in Doma, he took a liking to Far Eastern katana, which has since become his weapon of choice.
But it seems weird when we saw him in Heavensward. He didn't look like this.
Didn't
He
he?
appeared during the Banu Banu quest line during about level 57.
Wait, what are you saying? Did he actually appear in... What? Has he appeared in the main story before?
I'm pretty sure about it. Maybe I'm wrong, but
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure it was him.
You...
Do you remember, Maela?
No. I haven't done the Fanu tribe.
Really? Whoa.
No. It's
I
during
just seen the
the,
movie.
when we were about to fight Bismarck for the first time. He was there.
No,
Oh, that's the Emperor, isn't it?
There are quite a lot of them. They all look the same.
I think it was the Emperor that you saw, or...
Yeah, there was Regulus as well.
Oh, yeah.
No,
It was Regulus. of course.
Baris Thos Galbus.
Yeah.
Oh, right. Yeah, because we haven't seen this guy until now.
Yeah, that's true. I was wrong. Oh, okay.
Okay. Next person, Yotsuyu.
All right.
Oh, sorry, I just really wanted to say it like that.
No.
Okay, Yotsuyu. Yotsuyu. The acting. Sorry.
Yep.
The acting Imperial Viceroy of Doma. Oh my God. Yotsuyu's grace and beauty
Jesus.
belie a heart of stone. A cruel, sadistic ruler, she harbors a deep hatred for Domans. Under the pretext of purging radical elements, she has perpetrated numerous atrocities against her own people. Yet all are the hero of their own story.
Oh yeah.
So she's the bitch.
This is the card that I'm looking forward to.
She looks just like Orange Caramel's.
Yeah, they said during the FanFest live letter that they'd spent a lot of time on her both her character and her character model.
It seems that they heard me last week when I said that I wanted very well-written villains.
Yeah.
So,
yeah, because I was a little bit disappointed when they talked about like Xenos, because they said that Xenos was going to be like the traditional villain that would have no actual depth other than being really cruel.
This one goes even further,
This one might actually have a backstory. Rauban will be...
Hang on, you missed Fordola.
Oh, shit. Fordola, a young soldier born and raised... This one too can be very interesting. Fordola, a young soldier born and raised during the imperial occupation of Alamigo. Fordola was promised the world, education, training, citizenship in exchange for service. Scorned as traitors by their people, and savages by their Garlean masters, she and others like her struggle to forge their own path in an unforgiving world. So she's basically the she sort of what's it called? She's like the God, I forgot I completely blacked out. She shows sort of how difficult the situation is, because I mean she's Alamegan, but she's been born and raised Garlean. What do you do with those? Like they both love Alamigo and probably Garlean. I mean they are viewed as savages.
The Guardians don't like them, and the old Alamegans don't like them.
Yeah, so they're sort of hated by both.
Really likes them. But they are their own group of people. It's be pretty interesting.
Yeah. They mentioned that Rauban, there will be a story about Rauban's past, and Pippin will also be making an appearance. They said that he would be more visible than...
I hope it's not the same as Heaven's Sword.
No. Okay, so now on to the actual... Anything you want to talk about these characters? Anyone you... Okay, I know that Orange wants Yotsuyu! That's his favorite.
Well, what I said before.
Yeah.
But I found this character really interesting.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to learn more about Fordola, because that's sort of always fascinated me with occupied countries in general.
Yeah, I mean Rauban is my favorite character in this game.
Oh yeah, shit too. Yeah, that too.
But we still have to
I want to learn
meet
more about him
for the first time most of the characters shown
Yeah.
here.
Yeah. The Hanzo dude. What's his name?
Here.
too. He might be an interesting character too.
I don't know. He's a lord, so
Oh, true.
he's probably a bit spoiled.
Yeah. Okay, so then they started with the Q&A, and this is where most of the crazy stuff is revealed. Crazy stuff. Well, okay. I would like to know the details of the housing moving system. So we actually asked this question a few episodes back when they first talked about this, because you were like, what happens if you if the house you move from is larger or smaller than the plot you're buying? So they did answer that here. But first they ask, I would like to know the details of the house moving system. I would appreciate it if you could let us know how the feature works and the steps required. UGP answers that players will not be able to purchase housing at the launch of 4.0. However, they will be able to visit the housing
We
area.
already knew that.
Yeah, the moving feature will be implemented at the same time that the housing plots become available for purchase. As for the steps, players will access the signboard of the plot and select the option to purchase the plot. Next, they will be presented with an option to move, so that they will just need to select that option. You will then be required to purchase the land. Also, there's also new storage, so you'll be able to store items such as the outdoor furnishings, so please use it as storage space. The moving feature will transfer the personal chambers, company chest, company workshop, and airship voyage status, so players will just need to prepare the fees for the new plot. So that's good, because as it is right now, you just lose everything. You lose.
The first that comes to my mind is, do we have to pay again for the plot?
Yeah.
What do you mean? You have to.
Oh,
pay?
you mean if it's like the same?
Because if you already have a house and you want to move to Shirogane, you will also have to pay the amount.
I think you have to pay the full price.
You have to pay the fees for the new plot. It says so. So yeah,
but you can upgrade, which is really great. So you don't have to risk losing a small plot to gain a medium plot.
Yeah, exactly. That's good.
Have they specified whether if you can buy it if you are only a player or a free company?
That is the next question, Orange.
The next question, Orange.
Is the timing for purchasing slots in Shirogane the same for free companies and individual players? UGP answers, we are currently in the middle of investigating how much of the player population owns housing, so this is still being decided. So I guess for they're trying to figure out if the need for personal housing is greater than free company housing. Which I think it is, probably. So, I hope they go with the free companies first thing, because I feel like it's more important that a free company has a house than a person has a house. Because for a free company to grow and be popular, you need a house. So I feel like, and that was what it was intended to be in the first place. When they first introduced housing, it was free companies only, and then eventually they opened it for personal housing.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I don't know. I hope they land on the free company thing, but I have a feeling they might just open it for everyone. But
for everyone, yeah.
If they only open it for free companies, though, it would alleviate, it wouldn't be that much pressure on the server to, for people rushing to get a house. And it would be pretty hard to just buy houses that you would resell later. That problem would probably...
But then you'd have people who have made one-person free companies, they buy up everything and sell them off later.
That's true.
So anyone who really wants the house there for personal use,
they will get one anyway. Yeah.
Well, they'll have to pay extra for it.
Yeah, that's true. Okay, now to the most important question in the entire universe. Gusetsu looks like a Rogadin, but also looks like a big Highlander. What race is he?
How does he look like a big Highlander?
He has like skin color. He doesn't look like a green dude.
Yeah.
But
he looks human.
Yeah.
But it didn't come to my head
at
all.
I thought, what a weird creature, because it's a very an extremely a heavy built Hyur. I thought maybe is it a third clan, but no. The answer is, he's a Rogadin, but one from the lands to the east. Rather than the Sea Wolves, he's closer to the Hellscarred tribe.
I mean, if Rogadin actually could look like that, I think I'd almost want to play one, but as they are, they're so horrible.
Yeah, they are. Their Square Enix put me off.
Sorry to everyone who plays Rogadin.
Yeah, sorry, Orange. Heavensward areas were different from a Realm Reborn areas in how the lights and shadows were applied. Will there be a different scheme for Stormblood areas as well? Please let us know if there are any unique weather conditions or times of day that are especially spectacular. Once again, the biggest focus in the contrast between light and Once again, the biggest focus is in the contrast between light and shadow. Many small specifications were made regarding putting the visuals together. One such detail was air, such as clouds, mist, and fog. The authored areas and dungeons are themed around the feeling of air. Okay. There are also newly implemented weather conditions, so we're happy if players would take a step back and enjoy the sunrise/sunset occasionally. They also said that they had improved some of the existing weather conditions, like sandstorms.
Really?
Yeah, to make them look more realistic.
That's cool.
Are there new areas being added in Stormblood larger when compared to Heavensward ones? We talked about this in the podcast previously. The amount of areas is... Because we asked, like, do we think it's going to get bigger? The amount of areas is the same and general sizes are the same as well. However, players have grown accustomed to traveling with flying mounts, so you might feel these areas are very large. That compass you used in 3.0 might come in handy once again. So basically, you're going to be on foot for a while, so it's going to feel really big.
But we can confirm that there are hidden areas. Because he said that the amount of areas is the same, but the one shown is the number shown is not the same right now. So we can confirm there are 2 more, if I'm right. Maybe 1, 2. I don't know.
Yeah.
Remember?
Yeah, like Azizla was in Heavensward.
Azizla, yeah. Azizla was I think, the only thing that was shown of Azizla before the Heavensward launch was the Aetherite area, I think.
Yeah.
I remember, I think it was live. It was a stream.
Yeah.
But does that mean once we do unlock flying, it will go back to being we just whiz around, never really going to the outdoor areas?
Oh, yeah. The last map is El Amigo as well.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe that's a city. Well, we don't know.
We don't know.
We'll have to count Ilusaya as well then.
Yeah. Will the islands of Thavnair make an appearance? We talked about this too. Travel to these locations will not be possible yet in patch 4.0. However, these are areas in preparation. However, there are areas in preparation where you can enjoy the feeling of Thavnair, which you can visit starting in patch 4.05 since travel is available. Once travel is available. What does that mean?
A new zone in a patch.
There are areas in preparation where you can enjoy the feeling of Thavnair.
Maybe Eureka?
No.
What does... That's
Eureka
like such a weird...
House.
That's a weird statement. You can
This
enjoy
has
the
never happened
feeling.
before.
Is that like...
Adding in zones in patches is a huge deal, and that's something that they should probably consider doing. So I'd be happy for... Oh, God, no, not PvP. Please, not PvP.
Yeah, maybe
Anything
PvP.
but PvP.
Because it's like the feeling of Thavnair. That's like saying, like, I want to go to... I don't know where I want to go.
It'll give you the feeling of Charlian, but not Charlian.
It's like going to Disneyland to experience the feeling of being in Duckburg.
What a strange analogy.
Yeah, but yeah, whatever. Moving on. We're not going to Thavnair. Maybe we'll get the feeling. We'll go to
We're not
Duckburg.
going to Disneyland either.
Are there any hunts in the new areas? Yes. There are various ones, so please check it out. Lovely.
Oh, that sounds exciting.
Oh, yeah.
I love hunts.
We are
There's B's, A's, and S's.
Yeah, that was not a big surprise. We are excited to explore new areas. Will the sightseeing log... Who asked this question? Is this a real question, or did Square Enix make these? We are excited to explore new areas. Will the sightseeing log and new vistas be implemented for Al Amigo and Doma? This one is fake. This is a fake question.
Good question.
There will be 45 new vistas added as part of the Stormblood section. Of course, Kugane has a few locations as well, so please look forward to it. As a side note, I don't know what's going on with me today. As a side note, when I told the lead of this is easy, he replied. I'll make an extreme version.
Oh, sightseeing extreme.
Meanwhile, my sightseeing log is still bad.
Oh, yeah. You'll never get that fixed.
It's not like I'm going to cry or,
Well, I mean, I like sightseeing logs. I like working it out, but I really hate the weather condition part of it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Can't stand that.
Yeah, that's
everything else will be fine, but the weapons.
Well, it gives you XP, so that's fine.
Does it? Oh, really? I don't know nothing about that. I believe there are lots of NPCs in the Doman area with Asian-themed hairstyles. Would players be able to use these hairstyles? I want a top knot. There will be... Hold on. This might be too much for you guys. Hold on.
I'm sitting down. Don't worry.
There will be 2 new hairstyles.
Whoa!
Wow.
That's like one more than one.
Hold on, it gets better. But there's no top knot.
Whoa, that's what I wanted, and they didn't put it in. Whoa.
If there's a lot of requests for it, we'll consider it.
Wow.
Yeah.
2 new hairstyles. I mean, that's like giving so many new options. Fantastic.
That's why we didn't get a raise.
Now we know where the
that's where the money went.
Budget has gone into.
It went
3 times the budget because 2 new hairstyles. Because they'll all have like highlight colors as well. Don't get. I mean, do you think they're both? They're gender neutral as well.
Finally.
So many options.
Cannot wait. So yeah,
I can't sleep today now.
This solved the whole.
So excited.
Oh my god! Is it June yet? Oh.
I wasn't going to pre-order, but as soon as I found out there'd be 2 new hairstyles.
2 new hair. Oh my god! How can I wear 2 hairstyles at once?
I know. I'm going to have to make an alt.
Oh, okay. Moving on. With the additional jobs being implemented, it will likely become increasingly difficult to receive the desired equipment pieces in raids. Will the raids in 4.0 also be divided by a tier system similar to the Alexander raids? The answer is the raid won't be available upon the release of 4.0. The equipment pieces that drop in Savage are divided by role, and the raid tier system will be continued. Of the 8 players, at least 1 player will receive the weapon they need. We would like to expand on this sometime before we introduce the Savage raid. So that's good. That was about fucking time.
That is good, but what if it can duplicate? So next week, I get the same drop. So now I've got 2 staves and you've all got nothing.
True, that's true.
But if it's fine, then it's fine.
But it's better than
item to exchange for the piece of gear that you want.
Don't be stupid, Orange. That would be simple and clever.
No.
Will there be job-specific gear in patch 4.0? If so, I would like to know how we obtain them. So then they showed some CG artwork for Dark Knight, Dragoon, Paladin, Bard, and Scholar, and I have to say the Paladin one looks good. I think most of the Paladin gear looks good, to be honest. But hey, the Scholar one just looked like the same one.
Same. So that's the Dark Knight one.
Yeah,
they're all quite similar, aren't they?
Except for the Paladin
but still
one.
Iconic.
Why did they stick to the previous armors? I mean, they look pretty much the same.
Yeah.
Why don't they try out this stuff?
Orange.
We get 2 hairstyles. Shut up. In 3.0, players exchange elegant tomestones of esoterics to obtain their job-specific gear. But since this one is confusing us, okay? This one is very confusing. So please pay close attention to what I'm saying right now. This is about the job-specific gear. In 3.0, players exchanged elegant tomestones of esoterics to obtain their job-specific gear. But since they were job-specific, it was difficult to obtain them, and it also caused situations where player item levels were not the same when they hit level 60. We want everyone to look cool, which is a weird statement, when they hit level 70, so we added a new system which offers a set... Okay, which offers... This is the big one. So we added a new system which offers a set of gear in a box, and players will be able to choose one. Additionally, I'm sure players will request this, so I just want to mention that once you take the gear out of the box, you won't be able to put them back in.
Now, originally this sounded like, I've just hit level 70 on my Black Mage. I've got a loot box, right-click it, I get a full set of left side gear.
Yes.
But now it sounds like you only get 1 artifact gear set.
And before that, even that, like during the live letter, if you watched unofficial translations, it was initially reported that you would get them through the job quests.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Once you finish the level 70 job quest.
Yeah. So this is very confusing. What does this mean? Does this mean that you get a random set?
Okay, I think that you will get a high tier one. Like, I think we're talking about the 200. I mean, in comparison to Heavensward, we will get in a box the 201, the level 201, and after finishing the job quests, we will get the 170.
That could be it, yeah.
Yeah.
But it doesn't make any sense either, because why can't only we get one?
Offers
I don't know either.
This job specific. It's talking. I was talking about the artifact gear, isn't it?
Yeah, this is the artifact gear. So, offers.
By the way,
yeah, set gear.
The 2 hairstyles were in the benchmark.
Yeah, we know. We're going to talk about the benchmark later. We added a new system which was a new set. So it might just we might just be reading way too much into this. It might just mean you get the set with the full artifact gear when you hit level 70 or do the level 70 job quest. That might just be what it means. But
so you are at least well equipped for the dungeons, the endgame dungeons.
So it does actually mean that once you hit level 70, you get the full artifact.
I don't know.
I'm gonna choose to think that because that was what was initially reported. I think this is just badly worded somehow. We'd like to hear any stories about the selection, and I am so sick of these questions. This particular kind of question.
Just skip this one.
Skip to
I'm gonna skip this one. They asked about why they chose Red Mage, and I was like,
every time, and I'm pretty sure that the next leave letter will be asked the same thing.
Yeah, they've asked pretty much every single Q&A now. For the new jobs, will there be new weapons added from existing content, such as primal fights and elegant Tomestone equipment? Elegant Tomestones of esoterics, lore, scripture gear will also include new jobs gear. Furthermore, starting in 4.0, all previous Tomestone exchangeable gear will be available via Poetics. The Ironworks gear obtained from Poetics will be exchangeable, and equipment for the new jobs will be available in level 60 plus content. Primal fight rewards from Ifrit through Servan will all be available, including those with additional visual effects. As for raids, gear from Gordius, Midas, Alexander are all prepared. Coil and anima weapons will not be added.
That's crazy, isn't it? I mean, we talked about this earlier, or like in a previous episode, but the primal ones I can understand, but like Gordius, Midas, and Alex, and the Tomestone gear, that's crazy.
That's
that must be where the budget went. I mean,
yeah. They're making obsolete gear.
I can't wait to get my new Gordius gear for my samurai.
But it might be really cool looking. That's what people probably want it for glamour.
Yeah, maybe because people will complain if they chose samurai as the main class. And he will have no items to get from past content.
Yeah, it's fine. I'm not gonna complain on getting content. So
oh no, why would you?
Poetics though.
We'll have to talk about the Poetics thing. That's weird. The Ironworks.
I think it was a question.
Oh God, I did read that. Wait. No. It was in the. It's the same answer. All previous Tomestone exchangeable gear will be available via Poetics. So everything is now put into Poetics. So that means that they're killed. So we thought a few episodes back that eventually we'll just have one permanent Tomestone from every single expansion. But that seems to be like Poetics is going to be the one where we get everything from. That means a Realm Reborn players can get that gear.
Buy things they'll never use.
Oh wait, they might just not have it. They might,
Reborn.
I don't. It's kind of sad when you see people play. Yeah, well, I mean, people on the free trial, they will never be able to use it.
Well, they're not going to get to level 50.
And scriptures will be there as well.
They'll disappear eventually, though.
They will disappear eventually. They will not be like Poetics. That's the point.
Just Poetics.
Yeah, that's why they moved.
Forever.
That's why they moved all the gear to Poetics. So so Poetics is going to be permanent. Everything else is temporary.
Now I get it. Okay.
You see what I mean? The next question is literally the same one, almost. Like, during the Rising event in 2015, there was a mention about Red Mage in the 18th floor. Was Red Mage already confirmed to be implemented at this point? Yeah. It was a kind of a funny story there where Yoshi P put it in there for laughs, but yeah. It wasn't decided at that point. In patch 3.0, we had a specialist system. Are there any plans to add new features for Disciples of the Land and Hand in patch 4.0? The answer was there won't be any new system. However, we have made an overall adjustment based on feedback we received. Okay, it doesn't tell us anything.
Rubbish.
Well,
question 16.
They are going to talk more in the next questions because they talked about the specialist actions and.
This one is Maela's favorite.
This is my favorite.
Will weekly restrictions on blue scripts and red scripts continue to be used in patch 4.0, or will there be a new token for Disciples of the Land and Hand? They answer, blue scripts will be retired. Red scripts will remain, however, we'll remove the weekly restrictions from them. We will also be adding a new yellow script, and this won't have any weekly restrictions either. Therefore, the weekly restrictions for both Disciples of the Land and Hand will be gone.
Absolutely fantastic. But I've just had to think about this.
Uh-huh.
That's completely pointless. Having two that aren't capped.
Yeah,
that makes no sense.
That's true.
Maybe
no sense.
No, that kind of makes sense because
how? Because none of them are capped.
Because if you hand over a mineral or whatever you're doing, disabled land stuff, you will get like a lot of red ones and maybe little of the other ones. Because the yellow ones you will get in exchange like really cool items or gear.
Yeah.
And the other one will be lower,
But still, you'd farm for the yellow ones.
Because you could just say, well, we'll only add yellow ones, but you get them slowly.
I guess, I kind of see what Orange means.
I see what he means because you'll sort of work your way up, but
because getting the gear from the red ones will help you get the yellow ones faster.
Yeah, I suppose so. Maybe you need red gear to make like 3-star recipes or something for the yellow scripts.
Yeah.
But fantastic that you don't need to get. I mean, I hate collectibles and I hate scripts, but that's absolutely fantastic.
Yeah.
Can't wait for that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that was good news. That's something we wanted. With the level cap being increased, I believe the maximum amount of GP we can have will increase. Will the speed in which the GP recover increase? The speed won't change. However, there is a new trait which will increase the speed for GP recovery. So it will increase.
It will change.
Players will be able to obtain this trait through the class quests, so make sure to do them. So that's, basically it will increase.
It will increase.
Yeah.
What a weird way to say yes.
Yeah. He just baked it in a sentence. That was nice of him.
Yes, in 50 words.
Will there be a new underwater gathering system implemented? All gatherers will have a new underwater God, what the fuck?
Gathering's a tough word to say.
All gatherers will have a new underwater gathering No, this is just a bad word, isn't a bad sentence.
All gatherers will have a new underwater gathering implemented.
Oh yeah, it does make sense. For fishers, spearfishing will be added. Good. That's from 1.0. You could do that in 1.0.
So maybe we'll have enough hand for fishers.
Oh yeah, probably. You'd probably have like a spear as an offhand. Yeah, you have to.
Did they add more fish to the aquarium in the most recent patches or not?
No,
they're not there anymore. They've given up on aquariums.
I don't really pay attention to that section of the patch notes.
That's the one I go straight to.
Yeah. Will you be able to get a level 1 offhand for fisher? Because I want to get the same level.
Orange has a level. Do you still have a level 1 main hand for your fisher?
Of course.
You're disgusting.
Why will I need a better one?
I'm curious to know if there will be any other underwater mounts aside from Sildra, which is a dumb question.
Pretty dumb question.
What if he said no? This is the only underwater mount that you can get. We have no further plans for underwater mounts.
We had it in, but actually, on second thought.
Can you please let us know if there are any other mounts? So he showed up a Falcon, which was like an airship that once you hit water, it sort of became a sub, but
that's cool.
Yeah, it was pretty cool.
See that.
But the weird thing is that it didn't you didn't get covered by glass or anything. It didn't have. There was just you. So yeah, it's a bit weird. You're in like a. We can breathe underwater. Let's just accept that. The tiger. They also showed a tiger. This tiger mount will be able to go underwater using the same protection that the warrior of light receives. That's the lore reason for that.
Maybe we'll get that through the main story questline, like we got the Black Chocobo.
Do you think the horses will be able to fly and go underwater as well? I mean, come on.
Well, he said every mount that can... Yeah, this is the next question. Are there any currently existing mounts that will be able to go underwater? Please let us know. All flying mounts will be able to go underwater. We will gradually allow more ground mounts to fly.
Wow, that's...
I mean, I can see why, but come on.
That kind of breaks the lore.
Yeah.
But they can just change the lore. That's the beauty of it. That's the beauty of it. All ground mounts will also be undergoing major changes, with the addition of 2 more levels of speed. The current speed will be the lowest. Clearing each area's main story quest will unlock the 2nd tier of speed in that area. Afterwards, the 3rd tier of speed will be available upon doing a certain something. Because it is the main scenario quest, players who are finished with the story after 3.0 will automatically be able to use the 2nd tier of speed in all the Realm Reborn Heavensward areas. So we're getting 2 new speeds.
I really like that.
Yeah, also about time. Gonna make it more enjoyable using ground mounts, I guess.
Yeah, exactly.
This is also pretty neat. I will be removing the skill cooldowns for when changing classes in non-sanctuary areas. And here comes the big kicker. Additionally, Sprint will no longer consume TP.
Finally.
Tanks and melee DPS will be able to more easily use Sprint in raids.
I think this is a very good decision.
Yes. It's
a big deal. It's a big deal.
It is pretty big deal, because that's one of the reasons I don't like playing melee DPS, because I have to, like... Oh god, it's awful. As a white mage, I just spam the sprint button all the time because I want to run as much as possible.
Yeah.
So this is probably most DPS, I believe, are very happy right now. TP DPS.
So we can agree that. we can say that sprint will be you. You will be able to use sprint 24/7 in cities and.
Yeah.
Will you?
No.
Well, you
will still have the cooldown, I would assume.
Yeah, but the time of the sprint, the duration of the sprint is decided by your TP.
That's true.
Yeah, so it'll probably just get a fixed time.
Yeah,
maybe
increase a little bit on the
15
cooldown.
seconds and a cooldown of 25.
Probably. I don't think the cooldown will change. I think the cooldown will be the same. And it will probably have the same duration as it has when you have max TP. They'll probably just do that.
Yeah.
Because they're not buffing it. Yeah.
Ground mount thing, especially the 3rd tier. I'm hoping that sort of like do all the side quests in the area or something. Then, you feel like, go and complete this area unlock.
Yeah, exactly.
They said it wanted to increase the flying speed. To see that said so, I think in 3.0 when it came out.
Did he really? I can't remember
that far back. I remember that, but I don't know when.
Okay. We'll just have to take your word on that. We'll be okay. So next question. We'll finally be able to visit Doma, but will there be any Eastern?
Skip.
Balmung got in here. We'll finally be able to visit Doma, but will there be any Eastern styled emotes? This is a question that answers itself. Of course it will, but here we go. Japanese
people.
Japanese people pay respect, and so it is important to show courtesy for anything. So we'll add emotes related to this first. If you have any requests, be sure to let us know on the forums. So get to the forums, folks. Get those emote requests.
Can you imagine if we said like, yeah, of course, but you just have to buy the Samurai Meister quality statue.
Oh, yeah. This year marks the 30th anniversary for the Final Fantasy series. Are there any plans for an anniversary event in Final Fantasy XIV?
No.
We are planning to hold a Final Fantasy series projection mapping collaboration event with the city of Yokohama in June.
In June,
the projection mapping for Final Fantasy XIV will be done on the wall of Intercontinental Yokohama Grand Hotel. What a name. This is a large-scale event, so if you have any chance to visit, please be sure to check it out. So that means the answer to that question, Yoshi P, was no.
In 125 words. How can it be a large-scale event in a hotel?
They're just going to use the projection on the actual building. They showed the building as well. Oh, yes.
That was amazing. That as a projection.
And
it's only the 30th anniversary of the series, so I think a projection.
I can't wait to see that in game.
Yeah. Where are they going to do it?
They're going to use they're going to project it on like the entrance to Idleshire. The big that's going to be the projection mapping for us. So please look. That's a lie. That's just a joke. Everyone, don't actually expect there to be projection mapping in Idleshire. There's not going to be that. It's going to be in Yokohama.
Just on your character.
The Aldenard region. They didn't even say when. I don't think the date is set. It's in June.
In June.
In June, the Aldenard region. He said that it was primarily to promote Stormblood. So
more money spent.
There was also like for the promo they showed Bahamut, which to me makes no sense. But Bahamut has nothing to do with Stormblood. Whatever. The Aldenard region, where the adventures up until now have taken place, and Othard, the region including Doma, are very far apart. Will there be different time zones similar to real life? This is a weird question, but I kind of understand why they asked it. From a lore perspective, there are time zones. However, we have Eorzean time as the local time, so please think of ET as that area's local time when you teleport to that zone. Basically, don't worry too much about it.
Bit of a cop-out, isn't it?
Yeah.
I thought that'd been really cool if like, oh, it's nighttime where I am, but it's daytime where you are. Oh well.
Yeah, but yeah, they did say that the time would change. Time would, but the time.
No, well, there are time zones.
But I think the clock will say just ET. It won't change to like Doma time. Like it won't.
Yeah.
Yeah. So there will be different times, but it will still say ET on the clock. I believe that's what they say. During the fan festival, you mentioned that there are plans for PlayStation 4 Pro support, but is this planned for patch 4.0? Yes, there will be 2 modes available. One mode will retain the current resolution while increasing the frame rate. With this mode, you can expect a stable 60 FPS, even in scenes with many people. The other mode retains the current existing frame rate, but increases the resolution. You will still be able to enjoy playing without a PlayStation 4 Pro, so please choose the best option for you. Right.
Good for them.
Good for them. In Stormblood, will there be additional options to increase graphics quality beyond what is currently available? Answer: there aren't any particularly outstanding settings, but there is a PS4 Pro compatibility. But there is the PS4 Pro compatibility, so PS4 Pro graphics settings will be improved, and UI scaling will be enhanced as well. Sorry, I got the hiccups.
But that's only for PS4 people going up to PS4 Pro. It's not for us.
Yeah, true.
His answer's no again.
Yeah, as usual. Yeah, that's true. I didn't even think about that. I'm so used to him deflecting questions like that I didn't even realize that was not actually answering the question. In an interview, I read that the number of data centers for Japan may change. I'm currently gathering members to run the Omega raid, but are there any plans to change portions of the Elemental or Mana data center? So this is great. You already know that he's deflecting because he starts with, for the Europe region, the Chaos data center population is increasing a lot, which is surprising. So we may open up 1 or 2 new worlds. For North America and Japan region, we see deviations to the population on different worlds. Instead of shuffling the players around to different worlds, we're considering to prepare incentives such as removing the guild restrictions for players that transfer to specific worlds. We'll make an announcement on the Lodestone at a later date.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
That's what a lot of MMOs do to get people to move.
Yeah.
It's like
free transfers.
They make incentives to move to less populated servers.
Yeah.
Basically making it free or giving you a little bit of a bonus.
Yeah.
So that's cool.
That's cool. Also that we're getting 2 new servers. So the Europe population is growing.
I didn't expect that.
No. So that's good. That's good news for us. Well, not for us because we're in an overpopulated server, so please don't come to Ragnarok.
Unless you want to join our free company.
Yeah, if you want to join our free company, then sure, come on over. There was an announcement regarding the inventory slot expansion. But we would like to know which inventory/armory chest is being increased and by how much.
As much as humanly possible, remember.
Yeah, here's the as much as humanly possible. We received... Oh, this is funny. This is funny to me, this. Because, okay, we have to discuss this. This is going to be a nice little topic. We received comments that the armory chest and inventory could not be expanded due to PS3 limitations, but the two are separate issues. When players move areas or go into instances, all item data is being moved along with the character, so if we were to add additional item slots without much thought, the amount of data being transferred could become ridiculous, network usage would skyrocket, and servers could go down. Bullshit! Bullshit. I call bullshit.
Sounds like it's coded as game really badly.
Every time they talk about the PS3, they say that there's nothing wrong with the PS3. Yeah. That is such a load of bull, and it's obviously not to offend PS3 players or the PS. I don't know why they keep doing it though. I mean, it has 512 megabytes of RAM. They had to remove the TP bar from the party list because the PS3 could barely show it. In the alpha version of Final Fantasy XIV 2.0, they had the TP bar with the actual numbers on the TP bar. There are screenshots out there. Just go out and look for them. When the game actually went into when you can actually access the game, that one was mysteriously gone because of the PS3. So people that say that the PS3 didn't hold the game back, they are lying. That's like saying that the PS2 doesn't hold back Final Fantasy XI. PS3 ran over. Let's talk about the actual thing. With this in mind, patch 4.0 will implement the first inventory expansion. Take a look at the state of the servers, then prepare for additional expansions. The armory chest will receive 10 extra slots for each category of equipment, while the item inventory will be increased by 40 slots.
Wow. Okay, let's recap.
Thank you.
2 new haircuts and 10 extra slots per category.
Actually,
oh my god, dude.
So, this
is not humanly possible.
They will increase it further after this, but they showed the new inventory and 10 slots extra per category in the armory chest. That's quite a lot, actually.
That's good for the armory chest, but the inventory one's a little.
Yeah, the inventory one is a bit of a.
Let us have another retainer.
Kick in the face, yeah.
4-0. That's not 1-4. That's 4-0.
Yeah.
It's so many slots that I don't think I'm going to ever be able to use that many. Honestly, I can't think of. No, it seems impossible to fill 40 more slots. Thank you, Yoshi P.
Yeah. Are they running I don't know why it's their UI. I don't know why, but it's 40 slots and 10 slots per category. That's as much as humanly possible, guys. They also didn't change how the inventory looks. The inventory still looks the same. It's just bigger.
They added a 1-2 tab for the inventory and the crystals.
Yeah.
I saw that. That means we maybe get a third one in the future.
Yeah.
But they should choose the words more carefully, because as humanly possible isn't really the word I will use for this extra help.
Yeah. I don't know why they keep doing that. Why they keep overhyping it and then just under-delivering every time.
It's fine, thank you, but
please, I would have been. It's a nice increase, but it's not as
much. It's a very nice feature, especially the armory chest slots.
But it's not as much as humanly possible, that's for sure.
Exactly. And it won't be even if they do this 3-4 times.
Yeah.
So that's the only way you can complain about this.
In a previous letter from the producer live, you mentioned that you are considering increasing the amount of total macros players can have by sharing the macros across the account. Are there any plans to implement this in patch 4.0? This is the question everyone wanted. Answered. At the 4.0 timing, the amount of macro slots will increase by 100. This slot is shared with characters under the same account. Please move any macros you would like to use with other characters in this section. With this, players will have 100 macro slots for the character and additional 100 slots shared within the account. That's nice.
Cool. Very cool.
Will the player level cap increase? With the player level cap increase, can we expect to see retainer level? Can we expect to see retainer level cap increase as well? Also, can we assign the new jobs to our retainers? What do you think the answer is, children?
I'm probably going to go with no.
What did I say? The retainers level cap will increase to level 70, and they will be able to become the new jobs. Surprise! I believe
new expedition things or whatever they're called for retainers?
They didn't say anything
Will
about
there be
that.
new rewards? New like hidden
they could have
minions?
asked for that instead, yeah. They didn't say anything about that.
I mean, going up 10 levels doesn't mean anything if there's not more to do with it.
I would guess they would get new exploratory. Not exploratory,
so, yeah.
but adventures. I believe a lot of items will be introduced in patch 4.0, but do you have any plans to increase the amount of retainers we can hire? We currently have no plans. We're looking at the amount of retainers being used, so we believe it's fine as is, and we'll consider looking at the situation.
What?
The answer is no. Are there additional gold saucer gates?
Okay, can I say something before we continue?
Yes, you can.
Before we lose the topic, we are. I'm reading chat. I'm aware that they are going to expand the inventory more after that first step. They said that they were going to try the stability of the servers, but again, humanly possible is not the word I will use for this.
Yeah, you know, that's the only problem here.
I imagine like 10 tabs instead of one.
Yeah,
like one tab with the one we have now. So 10 more.
Yeah, sorry, I just read that 1.0 had 200 slots. That's why 1.0 runs so badly. That's good. That's why. Clearly why.
And the second thing that I read in chat that it's very interesting. Why don't they increase the stack limit?
Yeah, 99 is not a lot.
99 is not, especially for crafting items.
Like, normal quality and high quality is such a bad system.
The PS3 can't show that three numbers on one icon.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry.
Maybe if you get like, never mind. Do what you want.
We currently, they said no to that. Are there additional gold saucer gates, rewards, and minigames planned? Wow. Rewards will be added, but minigames and gates will be added later on in the 4.0X series. Along with the increase of level cap, will our companion's rank increase as well? The companion's level is synced with the player's level, so the level cap will automatically increase. As for rank, we will not increase it yet.
Fantastic.
In patch 4.0, we expect equipment item levels to skyrocket all at once, but will there be higher grades of materia introduced? Yes, the name is tentatively known as High Materia 5, and we plan on making them easily obtainable. But they are quite powerful, so we plan on restricting advanced materia melding to one time only. We plan on making regular materia more easily obtainable as well. We would have liked to have named the new materia Materigyo in Japanese, but as it could affect other Final Fantasy titles, we plan to implement higher grades as High Materia 5 and Mega Materia 5, tentatively.
Good names, really strong.
Are there any plans to add new character customization options, such as new face types or face paints? We're adding new hairstyles. Oh yeah.
Well, two of them.
But there will be no changes to the character customization options. We're planning to add variations of hairstyles through the esthetician. Please be sure to leave any feedback if you have any. So basically, no.
Yeah, another no.
You get two hairstyles and no change in the character creation screen. That one is a little bit of a disappointment. But he did say that. No, he didn't actually. We're planning to add variations of hairstyles.
The two things that we players want the most, they ignore them, which are the glamour book and more faces and.
Mm-hmm.
The amount of new areas will increase, but I would like to have the amount of favored destinations we can set increase as well. Are there any plans for this? We won't increase the amount of favored destinations you can set. The distance between areas is quite far, so we set a cap on teleportation fees to 999 gil.
I think they already said that, but okay.
Thank you, Yoshi.
Yeah. Thank you very much. I don't see why they wouldn't increase the favored destinations, but I don't really care. You don't really save that much. Like 999 gil isn't that much anymore.
No.
Will the interior and exterior layout of Shirogane housing match what is currently available in existing houses? Also, we are expecting dome and furnishings. Please tell us what you can about the items that are being added. He answers, Eastern furnishings will be added at the same time as the Shirogane housing area is released. During the livestream, they showed off the exterior of a Shirogane large house, as well as new eastern furnishings, which looks pretty good. Obviously they're going to add. Yeah. Will there be new elegant tomestones introduced in patch 4.0? Please let us know if there are any weekly restrictions. There will be new tomestones, and there will be no changes to the weekly restrictions. The name for the new elegant tomestone is still a secret. Elegant tomestones of Nice.
In my opinion, the only disappointing thing in this little letter
that the tomestone system is unchanged.
Yeah. I expected some changes.
I did not expect changes. They didn't change it for Heavensward.
Because the feedback about the tomestones were mostly high. I mean,
have the feedback for the weekly tomestones been bad? I think most people are content.
I usually read people in Reddit and the forums that they cannot keep up with the tomestones feature in the 3.1, 3.2, 3.3. They kind of.
I guess. I don't really care as long as there are other ways to get gear. I'm happy.
But there aren't.
You get the artifact gear.
That'll last you a long time.
And you also get slightly lower tier in the dungeons, I guess.
And every 2 patches, you can get 1 a week of 24-man gear. But it's too many restrictions.
True.
In my opinion, but people seem to love Tomestone, so fine. Go for it.
Some of them, at least.
Could you please let us know the progress on the app where you can chat with your friends and free company members? So this app they talked about this app for a long time. Like the first time they mentioned this must have been like very early Heavensward, maybe even like late around Reborn. We're currently with the app you will be able to access retainers without actually logging into Final Fantasy XIV. Instead of the app just being simply used for chatting, we're developing the app where you can pay. Where if you pay, players will have access to other features such as accessing the market board. We're currently testing the app, and it looks like we may be able to release it around the end of the year or the beginning of next year. We apologize for taking so long on this, but we're developing the app where all the Final Fantasy XIV players can use.
Wait, I didn't notice that when I first read this. If you pay, players will have access to other features. And then they say we are developing the app where all the Final Fantasy players can use.
Well, if they pay.
Let me also just point out for those that are confused out there. Apparently in Spain they say app.
No.
No. Or in Orange.
It's just me.
It's just Orange. App.
If that is a subscription, that's horrible. But if it's a one-off, fine. I can deal with that. That's a pretty cool idea, being able to sell and send your retainers.
Don't have to log in anymore.
Levels. Yeah, exactly. You don't need to AFK because you don't need to.
Finally.
Why do I have to pay?
Yeah, exactly. You can undercut people on the go. It's fantastic.
Yeah. You'll have to pay to unlock that feature, apparently. All dungeons and raid will limitations be removed from existing alliance raids and level 60 dungeons in the future? Seriously? Did you not? The answer is yes. On the forums, there was a comment that hinted at a group post function where we could use combat action motions. Is this planned for implementation in patch 4.0? He said yes, and during the live stream we showed some screenshots. So they showed the screenshots of a bard using an attack in front of Titan. Looked pretty cool. They plan on showing these more in-depth during community streams and the developer's blog. As a side note, we're also finalizing the dynamic theme for the PS4 digital pre-order bonus. So they showed that as well. Looked pretty nice. It was mentioned that the gear design contest for the tank edition was planned to be implemented in patch 4.0, but could you please tell us how we can obtain this gear as well as the stats? So he answers that he cannot give us the stats yet, but they felt it would be strong. We felt it should be strong, fitting the design. So we're planning to implement it as a high-tier elegant tomestone gear. So please look forward to that. In patch 4.0, I'm sure fates will be popular for leveling. But are there any plans to implement features to the fate system where players can earn more experience points? In 4.0 area fates, we have implemented features so players will have an easier time earning experience points, such as experience bonuses.
Wow.
So
I think they talked about changes to fates, where if you use one skill or one certain attack, you will get more XP.
Yeah,
I remember that, but is that enough? I don't know. Fates are boring.
He didn't want to say it. He said it was difficult to explain, and that it was that they were going to add more. I think they had like made changes to the fates. This is a bit weird. I'm remembering one thing and then I read something else here. But yeah, well, they have made changes to the fate system apparently.
We'll find it out.
This one is.
That's a good question.
Yeah,
it's fantastic.
Will Omega, the next raid tier, be released sometime after patch 4.0, similar to Alexander? Yes, we'll be releasing the normal version 2 weeks after 4.0 release, and Savage will be released 2 weeks after. Please feel free to play story content and level your jobs at your own pace. So this is the same they did with Heavensward.
What a question!
It's mostly most MMOs as well.
What's the schedule for Omega? Rather than will Omega ever be released? I mean,
yeah. Compared to other, this one is the sad one. This one makes me sad. This one makes me want to cry. Compared because it sort of alludes to something terrible. Compared to other city-states, Ul'dah's market board is inconvenient to access. I've gotten used to it playing from a realm Reborn, but would it be possible to add an Aetheryte? Yes, we placed one. We added an Aetheryte, so try it out in patch 4.0. This, to me, kills the dream of a Ul'dah without a zone divider.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's quite close otherwise.
Yeah. Oh,
yeah, I didn't think of that. I'm sorry for you, Lukile.
Yeah. I'm curious about what the minion team is up to.
What? Lots of a minion.
This one is made by this one is Square Enix. They made this question.
Yeah.
No one is curious about what the minion team is up to. How many sorry. I'm so sorry, but how many new minions can we expect to be added? I was sort of semi-expecting some like a question like, I'm wondering what the Lords of our minion team is doing. What are they up to?
Team's quite loose. One man. That one man in the corner.
They still call him team. They don't wanna like make him upset because they've. Oh my god, poor guy. There are more than. There are more than 20, and you'll be able to obtain them in various ways. Please look forward to it. Wow,
that's 10 times more than the number of hairstyles they're adding.
That's where the money went. Now we know.
Yeah.
Through art and trailers, we see samurai wearing casual clothing. But will there be any armor-styled gear? I would like to see gear such as the Genji series from previous Final Fantasy games. Putting aside whether or not we'll have Genji gear...
He instantly dismisses that.
Fuck that. We have prepared armor-styled gears for the jobs. Really? That's the answer?
I'm just wondering, because would it all be casual clothing or is anything a bit armory? Yeah.
And I think you skip the question.
Look at the paladin gear. That's quite armory.
Yeah, it is, isn't it? It's a bit weird. That's weird. Okay.
By the way, Luki.
Yes, orange.
Are you aware that you jumped from the question 46 to 49?
Did I? Sorry, I got a stroke.
And you also jumped from 49 to 51.
I'll go have a look at them. What was it, 40?
God, my head is a mess. What have I jumped now?
47.
No, you didn't put it in the document.
Oh, yeah.
Question 47. Are there any plans for the appearance of young or
no?
I
didn't put them in there because they're fucking stupid. Will there be baby? Will there be baby auras? Will there be tiny auras that we can talk to?
There's some respect to the community of this game.
Lukile, these people put their heart and soul in.
I mean,
you don't pay for stuff.
I
really like the feminine bosses. That's a great question.
No,
that one, isn't it?
Fuck that. Question 51. In Heavensward, players were able to increase their item level through main scenario quest rewards, but will players be able to increase their item level in the same way in Stormblood? Similar to 3.0. I know. Similar to 3.0, players will be able to obtain gear through main scenario and side story quests. With 3.0 dungeons, there were times where gear for the role you wanted didn't drop, or you may have lost the loot to other adventurers. So your item level may have increased slower due to these reasons. For these reasons, with the 4.0 dungeons, We made it so players can obtain the gear for their role after defeating the last boss in that dungeon.
Oh yeah, this was a good question. Yeah,
A good answer too. So that's good news.
Yeah, you'll always get something that's lower level than what you're wearing.
Yeah, that's just good. That's good.
But yeah, it's cool. It's cool.
That's very cool.
Thanks,
now,
Yoshi.
The biggest thing that happened was the release of the benchmark. Most people expected it. I kind of expected it because it does line up with the Heavensward release. They released the Heavensward benchmark around this time, and if that didn't get you hyped for Stormblood, I don't think anything ever will. So, for those of you that didn't watch it or haven't actually watched it yet, we're gonna look at it again, and then we'll get back to you after that, and then we'll discuss it what we've just watched. So please enjoy this clip of the official benchmark for Final Fantasy XIV. Stormblood. Yeah, so that was the benchmark. Hype levels.
Absolutely. Yeah, hype.
So high,
all over the top.
Like that makes us forget about the two hairstyles. Yeah,
that's
there's
the best thing.
A lot of stuff to talk about from that. I just want to point out the first thing I noticed when I watched this is that the Astrologian is pulling out a red card. So Astrologians are getting new cards, it seems.
Actually, I read someone who said that there will be new kind of cards.
Yeah.
But so, I only see one, the red one.
Yeah, but that's the only one she pulled, obviously.
Yeah.
She wasn't going to pull here's one. So, yeah, obviously they're getting new cards in their deck. So it was... where do we begin? Red Mage... the Red Mage appeared, showed more of the combat that we sort of heard about, that he would lunge from far away and then just do like a melee close combat battle and then jump back and do like a magic attack, which looks really cool. I feel like the Red Mage hype sort of died a little when we got Samurai, because everything was Samurai all of a sudden. We sort of like forgot about the poor Red Mage. And now again, I'm hyped for Red Mage. It looks really cool.
All the new skills are cool though. The Black Mage one, especially for me. it's not fire or ice. It's like that purple.
Yeah.
Like,
almost look like voidish.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll get some void magic.
Void Mage.
Yeah. Also saw
Don't hide it too much.
You're not gonna get void magic. But there were. I also saw the White Mage one, which looks like another buff of some sort. Okay. But what kind of buff could that be?
Paladins get a mini holy, mini nova, mini holy.
Yeah, it did seem like that, and I thought first because it kind of looked like the animation for Flash. So I thought, is this what they did to Flash? Yeah, is this the change to Flash? Maybe.
Dark Knights with the protective buff.
Yeah, kind of like it looked like the thing for like Shadow Skill. It had like the
AoE Thunder. Yes, please. That's something I've said for ages. Is what I want.
Oh yeah, AoE Thunder would be cool. Yeah, maybe that's what it is. Yeah, there was what else?
The Ninja Frog skill.
Oh yeah, that one looked pretty cool.
Maybe it's a new combination of the mudras.
Yeah, probably. Maybe they get some new mudras. What else was there? I can't remember. Then of course we saw the limit break at the end.
Oh yeah,
which looks pretty cool. But
we saw two new kind of mobs as well.
Yes, at the beginning,
motorbike frog thing.
The motorbike frog, yeah. And then we saw when they fought Susano. We saw Susano, and then the arena they're fighting in is in the underwater city. What? And when you look at it, it doesn't actually look like a city. It looks more like a temple.
Yeah.
Underwater. So could this like be related to the turtle people? This is one of their shrines, maybe. I don't know. But that was interesting. And it has ads. 2 ads, which could be interesting, especially seeing as you probably only have 2 tanks. So what you do with the third one?
Wait,
Maybe
exactly.
it's just one with a random aggro table just running around.
That would be annoying.
That would be annoying. Cool. But hey. We also saw something that looks like the new primal mounts, which looks like wolves, or was it wolves?
It looked a bit like wolves with like a red or coloured smoke around them.
Yeah.
Why did they choose wolves?
Someone on the forum was saying they'll have the when you combine them, it'll be like all Kami, the big wolf.
Oh yeah. Oh jeez.
That's what people are.
But that's really hard. I mean,
that's really
less
hard.
than 1% of people will get it.
Yeah, but hey, that's an achievement item. We can't just because it's hard to obtain doesn't mean that it shouldn't be in the game.
Yeah, well, it's not hard. It requires a lot of time and luck.
You just said it was
99 runs of every primal. That's
fine. But overall, that's a bit like it's. But we laughed because we thought that Orange was going to get a low score, but it turns out you actually got extremely high. So it seems.
Yeah, somehow I got more than the other 2 benchmarks with the same end, which is not bad, but it's getting old.
Yeah.
So I'm very glad.
Well, that's good. You're set for Heavensward.
Yeah.
No. Well, you're set for Heavensward as well, but you're set for Stormblood.
I'm excited for it. Can't wait to fight Nithar again.
How do you think Alexander's going to be like, guys? That's going to be awesome.
Oh, I hope it's not worse than
Coil.
Than Coil.
Yeah. So I think that's it about. Unless you guys have anything you want to talk about from the benchmark, anything I've missed.
I just want to thank Square Enix that they didn't spoil us like they did the other time with Nidhogg.
Oh yeah, well I mean you could technically say that Susano is a bit of a spoiler, but we already
but because it's a primal, we are supposed to fight him.
Yeah,
that's true.
Nidhogg, I don't know.
Yeah, I guess you're right.
I liked how crowded the areas were, and hopefully that stays because that's what gives it a sense of being lived in.
Oh yeah,
than, Idleshire has no one living in it.
Oh no, please! My FPS are going to drop so much.
Yeah.
I hope not.
I do hope they have a crowded city.
You can select the amount of people there
because I feel like that city looks like it has it fits. It sort of fits with the setting that it's crowded because that's sort of the feel I got from the trailer as well. When the guys ran through all that crowd. It did look like this was the place that if it's empty, it's just gonna look sad. So I hope they put at least, if not all of those NPCs, maybe half.
Yeah, maybe you can disappear a few with your options up.
Oh yeah, maybe they could do that.
It's a good thing in chat that warrior that had the sort of charge near the start, which would be cool, like getting close.
Oh yeah,
that's a pretty cool skill if they had that.
Yeah. Okay, let's move on. Let's move away from the live letter. I think we have 2 more topics actually to talk about. Well, there's one, but there is kind of split in 2. We're gonna have to talk about the campaign, the promotional campaign that was just launched for North America. Where you can get the Cloud Mount and a Far Eastern. Is it? What is it called? Far
Eastern, like traveling outfit or something.
Something like that, yeah. And 50 Aetheryte something tickets. Mm-hmm. All they have to do is buy something for $19.99.
$20.
Yeah, $20 on Amazon. That sounds familiar.
Yeah, and actually, I think the Japanese promotion, they have to go to 7-Eleven or whatever it's called there.
Really?
Buy water.
What? That is so groundbreaking and new. I haven't. Wow. I wonder. The European campaign, though.
Not been announced yet, obviously, because we're.
Oh wait, I'm just getting word. You just have to get a monthly subscription for a gaming magazine called Gamer Now. Okay, so
or alternative, go to the pub. But
or go to the pub, the one
in
pub
France.
in France. No, but seriously, the campaign for North America is Amazon, $20. The European one has not been announced yet, but they did say that these items will eventually be put on the Mog Station.
As they should.
It's not the same.
But it's better.
How was that Spanish campaign?
But it's better than.
Oh yeah.
Not ever getting.
If we compare it to the campaign we got the other time,
the previous campaign was a burning disaster that just got worse and worse and worse. It's like they had it's like they were in a burning house and they just kept pouring gasoline on it to try to they just, oh god, it's burning, get more gasoline on it. And then they canceled the Spanish and Italian one, which to me was
we had
the
the bottom
most
one.
hilarious one, because Orange was like, because everyone was like, oh my god, they were crying salt. And I'm like, this is awful. And Orange is like, I'm just going to sit back and wait for the Spanish Amazon campaign.
Oh, yeah.
Everyone chill.
We have Amazon. It will make
Everyone
sense.
chill. And then a few weeks later, the Spanish and Italian campaign has been suspended.
Forever.
I think I got really angry when that got announced.
Oh, it was...
Come on.
That was good. That was good.
That was not good.
It was both a joke and a tragedy all in one, and it was it was lovely. So thankfully, this time it might be better. And
it's very easy.
If it's still that bad, you can always buy it on the Mog Station later.
Yeah.
Speaking of Mog Station,
oh yeah,
6 new items were put on the Mog Station last Tuesday.
Mm-hmm.
You already put one of them.
That's true, Luke. You can't get too angry about it.
Let's all just calm down.
That player over there is a pay-to-win player. He loves buying Mog Station items.
You
what?
Anyway, so they added 6 new items to the Mog Station, and 2 of them used to be exclusive.
This is the big part of
it. This is because okay, you can say what you want about people that buy stuff off the Mog Station. I always buy the emotes because I am a sheep and I will always follow Square Enix, my shepherd. But only for emotes. I actually bought a mount once too. God, that was a dark day, wasn't it? Anyway, it's...
Which mount did you buy? Don't say Sleipnir.
No, I didn't buy that one. Lonigan bought that one. I bought...
Red Baron.
I bought the one that was worse. Can you guess?
What?
Can you guess?
You didn't buy the red Phoenix thing, did you?
No. Guess.
White thingy?
No.
Juliet?
I like how you think I'm
not
better
one
than
of
this.
Huh?
I bought the fat Moogle, the flying Moogle thing, the bench, the pink queen chocobo.
Oh, the tackiest mount in the game. Yeah.
Moving on.
Did you buy that really?
Yeah, I did.
What? I don't. It's like €18.
Wow.
Oh god, we have to move on to the actual problem here. The campaign, the Mog Station items. 2 of them were previous exclusives. One of them being the collector's edition exclusive,
which is a huge deal.
For was it A Realm Reborn or was it for it was for A Realm Reborn, and the exclusive for the Fan Festival 2014.
Madness.
So there's madness now. The thing they did though with the funny thing they did with the collector's edition exclusive one was they changed the color of the palm to yellow. That way they sort of avoided that controversy. I think that was legal stuff because they were advertised as because I think some resellers used that as a sales thing. I think
really?
there is a reason why they changed the color there, because they didn't do that with the FanFest one because that was something they had complete control over. So they can do whatever the fuck they want with that. And that one is exactly the same as the 2014 Fan Festival thing. Now, here's the deal. A lot of people got really upset with that. Some people.
Understandable.
I have that gear as well. But here's the thing. That gear is fucking ugly.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, yeah, but it is. It's disgustingly ugly.
But I think they are...
It doesn't look good on anyone.
Uh-huh.
And if you want to pay whatever 30 euros on to look like that, be my guest. I don't care.
But the thing is, that they are angry because that means we are going to get in the Mog Station the items that you...
Yeah, that we just bought.
FanFest this year, the Yuna and the...
yes.
Kind of this, like...
What the hell are you doing?
Orange just fell over.
Orange. Did you lose your chocolate milk again?
Oh, no.
Oh, yeah, it was...
God, it's even the same brand. Anyway,
I'm sorry. I think that's the reason they are angry.
Yeah, I don't see the reason though, because first of all, it is ugly. But second of all, yeah, I know what you mean, because they're afraid that the Tidus and Yuna and the Tidus Yuna outfit is gonna.
They want them to be exclusive.
2014 though. That's 3 years ago. It was exclusive for 3 years.
They were advertised exclusive, which I think if they'd said maybe available in the future, I don't think anyone would have cared.
True.
But it just means that eventually, I mean, what if they put like the Griffin mount on there and the fat chocobo?
Yeah, just the Griffin mount with different
colors.
colors.
What if they put like the Swall outfit on that you've spent like 5 years of your life waiting for?
Yeah.
And I could buy it before I get there.
Yeah, that would be sad. That would make me angry.
It's much cheaper.
But I don't really like in this. Just like in this situation, I don't give a flying fuck, because that gear is so butt ugly, and I doubt anyone's gonna. If you've been like waiting since 2014 to get that gear, if you've been like, oh fine, this is the day I'm gonna get the fucking Moogle attire, then you might need help. Yeah, I don't see why anyone would ever use that. So go ahead, I don't care, it's fine. But if you do that with the Yuna and Tidus gear, because we had to pay like.
They will.
It was pretty expensive. I mean, if you buy the live stream just for the attire, then that's sad as well. I did buy it for the event, but it is. I mean,
it's like 90 euros, wasn't it?
Yeah,
for all three.
For all three,
and you only got 2 outfits.
90 euros for one outfit and 3 minutes.
Yeah, how weird was that? By the way, you can buy all 3, but there were only 2 attires. So I still have the Dreams of the Faith thing. I still have like 4 of those that I can never use.
Lulu's outfit.
Yeah, they should have. For men as well.
Yeah.
Cloud suit to be on Mog Station.
In 3 years now, people will be able to buy the Yuna tire for $10.
As long as it's in 3 years, I guess that's fine.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I don't really care. In 3 years' time,
I'm just
no one's going to use
empathizing with these people that complain about them being not, exclusive.
Yeah. I've been waiting for it to use as my warrior glamour. Yeah, okay. Yeah, it's yeah. I mean, in 3 years' time, though, I don't think I would care. That's the thing, because I don't care now, and I won't care in because I used the Tidus glamour for maybe 2 days, and then I thought, okay, that was fun. I'm done. Then back to my old glamour. You went
back to your ugly.
Did you just call my glamour ugly? I swear to God, I will kick you next time I see you.
I just unlocked the fat Moogle head today, so I've obviously Insta-glamoured that.
When do you unlock that?
Today.
Yeah, when? No, sorry. How? I forgot how you unlock that. I have it, but
reward.
Oh, is it?
Whatever, like,
oh, yeah, that's what it is.
Like a year and a half or something. I don't know.
I also want to say that I have a feeling that the stream for the previous one was cheaper.
Probably.
Was it? I can't remember. Because I felt like this year was extremely expensive. Like 90 euros for 3 streams. That's quite a bit.
Yeah, but that's really, really expensive. They should have made only one payment for the 3.
Yeah, they should have. They should have given you. You could have like bought a pass. Like yeah.
But people still pay for it, so.
Yeah. Well, you have no choice. That's the thing. If you want to see the stream, you have to pay. So yeah.
Not for me, haha.
Yeah, you fucking okay. I guess that's it. I think we're moving on to the Q&A session now. For anyone who has questions, please forward them to us now, and we shall answer.
Mm-hmm.
I believe
haven't got many.
We already have questions from viewers. So
a couple, but yeah. So from Dragon Samurai, what does the group think about 4.0 having no new?
Sorry, Maela, I have to just stop you. There was a clarification in the chat. The stream that gave the Moogle suit was $20. The stream last year was $30, so it was cheaper before. Okay. Ask the question.
Did I say move? I said Chocobo head. Did I not say Chocobo head?
Did I say?
I meant Chocobo head. If I didn't say that.
Yeah, I think. You said Chocobo head. Yeah, this year's was more expensive. Okay, then we have that confirmed. Okay, go ahead.
Right, from Dragon Samurai, what does the group think of 4.0 having no new healers or tank?
Okay, so I think we've touched upon this before, but let's go properly into it now.
Scary move.
It's scary, and I still don't buy the whole. I don't see why we shouldn't be worried. I'm a little bit worried about queue times.
And people know about this. The only one that doesn't know is Yoshipi.
I think he knows. I think this might be just. I don't know why they've done it like this, but they did say though that they wanted to spend more time for balancing current classes jobs.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe with the improvements that we're getting in the battle system that we'll probably never see, apparently, and with the UI and all that and the new pool of skills.
They said that will be in the next letter.
Yeah, which was I thought initially they said May 8th, but I believe it was 24th. Is it? Can someone confirm what date it was? What? But yeah, I'm a bit worried, but I am also carefully optimistic because maybe Yoshi P is right. Maybe he's
May 20th.
May 20th, yeah. So it was May 20th.
Month's time.
Yeah.
That they will get the theme.
Yeah.
The Stormblood theme. Well, I'm a bit less positive than you. I think it's going to have a huge impact in the game, but. We'll see.
Yeah.
I'm not sure what sort of new ways they could make tanking or healing interesting, though. I mean, they all play fairly similarly.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So if they can't make them like a new one that's interesting, then don't bother. But if they can think of a good one, go for it.
We'll see.
Yeah,
we'll see. I wouldn't have done that.
Yeah. Orange is pessimistic. I'm carefully optimistic, and Maela, you're.
I don't try to be.
I'm just me.
Yeah,
I'm not trying to be like negative, but we already have problems with tanks and healers. How do I feel now?
We'll see.
We'll see. That's what he said. We'll see.
Yeah.
I want to be positive.
We have a question from. Could be Jose. It could be Jose Padron.
Oh, okay.
What part of the benchmark did you seem the most interested in?
The Alamigo part.
Yeah.
I don't know. Because I've always hyped for Alamigo, actually seeing the resistance fighting was pretty cool. I also noticed that they were wearing like uniforms, like matching uniform. They had like a resistance uniform, which was pretty cool. Also seeing the red mage, that was pretty neat. That was pretty hype for me. Orange.
I was happy to see Kugane because it looked very well in the pictures that they showed us, but I was still worried about how would it look in action. But it looked very, very cool. It was very, very nice to see it.
How about you, Maela?
I liked the bit where they're all flying through the zone because it made me optimistic that one day the overworld will be useful.
Yeah.
Susano fight was cool too, but obviously we don't know anything about it.
It reminded me to Ravana somehow.
Yeah, he does a bit.
I guess. Oh, also the wolf mount. Flying wolves.
We'll see about that, yeah. We kind of touched upon this one. The Alexander Dragon fan says, please talk about the new app.
The what?
Or the new
Sorry.
APP. Orange.
Talk about the new app?
Yeah, for the one that was in one of the questions. So it kind of touched on that a bit. But I mean, are you excited for the app to sort of check the market boards?
It would make it easier to stay in touch with. I mean, we already use Discord for our free company, so it doesn't really make that much of a difference. But the market board feature looks sounds promising. Being able to like monitor your sales.
I'm not hyped for it because I wouldn't use it too much, but it's a very good addition to the game.
Yeah,
it would be nice if it had like a calendar.
A lot of people will get happy with it.
Maybe a way of organizing raids.
Oh yeah, that would be nice. Yeah. Overall hyped, but not orange.
Not orange, of course.
Well, I mean, I can't play the game. I can't see a situation that I wouldn't.
Having access to the game while not playing the game sounds
good
to me. That's just
again. I had had that feature and I never used it.
Right.
I mean, for me, it's something I never ask for, but it's a great addition.
Yeah.
Not gonna deny that.
We have a question from Tessa Jallo. This is more for the website. If we emailed artwork in, do we need to resubmit it to the website?
No, you don't. We accept it from both the email and from the website. So if you have already submitted it via email, it is still registered. So don't worry about that. Also, just again pointing that out, the address is speakersxiv.com. So if you want to go in there and submit artwork, that's where you do that. It's under the Speakers of Heidelin tab. There's not much on the website right now. It's still sort of under construction, but yeah, please look forward to more features as time goes on.
Question from Zodiac, the
Zodiac killer
of the Asians.
Oh,
if you had a chance to move server, which one would you go to?
Balmung.
Balmung.
Yeah, but that's legit because I kind of want to see
how bad it is.
Yeah, because it's like a mythical
it's the
place.
Best server.
Yeah.
It's like everyone talks about Balmung, and I'm like, what? And I keep seeing like screenshots and like it's like, is this real? Like, is this actually how?
Like, we could have a lot of fun in there.
I wish I could make a character and go on Balmung, but it's always like it's full. Yeah. Like it's worse than Ragnarok.
Yeah.
But maybe one day, if you're on Balmung and you see Lukile Bravestone going around there, just don't
confused.
Just show me around.
Question from Emerald DC 46257.
Wow.
The first sort of 46,256 were taken.
Oh, I see.
Quick question for the crafting classes. What do you think is the best one or best ones to level up for Stormblood?
What class?
Which crafting
class? That's a good question.
That's a good question.
I think, like as always, like weavers and armors, they will be able to make gear, and blacksmiths can make weapons. Because you have to remember that the Tomestone, the weekly cap Tomestones won't be available until 2 weeks after launch.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So maybe get your crafters ready for that, so you can provide high quality, highest level gear in the game, because that will probably be in high demand the first 2 weeks.
But again, the system is designed that in a way that you can level up all of them at once and make profit of it.
So you have to make a choice.
You can gather the mats with the gatherers, and craft the materials for it with carpenter or alchemist, and then craft the armor with the weaver or
2 weeks until normal omega as well. So crafter the crafting classes basically that provide gear. Those are the ones you should do now and prepare for Stormblood, because you will get hella rich if you're able to make that. Yeah,
but bear in mind you will need everything at 50 before you're able to do the endgame rotations for it.
Yeah.
Also, a good bunch to level would be probably armorsmith and alchemist and maybe carpenter. You'll get a lot of glamour options for for very rich people. If you get them out in the first sort of week or two, you'll make sort of 5 million a pop.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So they're always good. Primal gear, using things like that.
Also, get the crafting classes fitting your main, so you can repair your gear quick. That
true.
Too. Yeah.
Any more questions, guys?
Are there any more questions, guys? You have to ask them now.
It's okay, Kippy.
If you had to choose a skill from each class to get rid of in exchange for the skills in the benchmark, what would you choose? Woo.
For each class?
Yeah.
Jesus.
That's a good question.
Well, I would get rid of...
I don't even remember the names of...
Lethargy, or Mana Wall, Mana Ward, or Stasis. I've never used any of those.
Stone 1. No, actually Stone 2, because Stone 1 actually gives you heavy, so Stone 2 I would remove.
Oh yeah. Ruin?
What?
Ruin, basic damage skill for summoners.
Ruin. Yeah, Ruin, yeah.
Ruin, oh.
Yeah, Ruin. Yeah, I would...
Isn't Ruin useful still, the first one?
It is. Is it?
No, it's... You can use Ruin too.
Yeah, but Ruin 2 drains your MP faster. It costs more.
But it's instant cast.
Yeah, but it's like
that's
Fire 1,
draining you even more.
You need all of them.
But all of them use it. I remember asking a member of our free company, Conan, and he told me that he was always using Ring 2.
Tribind is a good one to remove on Summoner.
Or
it's called Tri-Disaster now, I believe.
No. Those are two different skills.
But didn't they change the name, though?
Tribind is the one that deals like 30 potency.
Yeah, I know, but I thought that specific move changed name at some point. Oh no, it's called Tribind now, maybe. I can't remember. I can't remember. I know that skill in particular changed name. Maybe it changed name from Tri-Disaster to Tribind. That's what it did. I think. It was called Tri-Disaster before, and then they changed it to Tribind. That might be why.
Are you sure?
I think that's my final answer.
Remember that there is another skill that the inflicts Bio 2, Bio, and Miasma.
That's Tri-Disaster now. Yeah, that is Tri-Disaster.
Tribind is another one.
Yes, but that one used to be called Tri-Disaster.
Oh, really?
Another question from Spacecat.
Let's move on. I am not a summoner. Tribind was Tri-Disaster. Sorry. Yeah,
sorry. Do you guys think 4.0 will launch with?
How many what?
Dungeons.
2. No, sorry.
What?
Just as many as the haircuts. No, we'll get let's see.
1 each 2 levels.
I think we're gonna get the exact amount
go for about
as Heavensward, I think.
You think we'll get more or less than Heavensward?
The same.
The same. I agree too. I think it's.
I think, and then we'll have 4.1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And we'll get on to 5.
Yeah.
Question from Dragon Samurai. Do you think healers should be allowed to cross-class Thunder again?
I was sad when they removed it because they replaced it with fucking Blizzard 2.
Blizzard 2 is not very useful, is it?
No. And I don't know why they removed Thunder. It didn't give us any, it didn't make us OP at all. So I don't know. It gave us another dot because we only had, if you have it now, we would have 4 dots. So I guess that's a bit too much. Maybe it's fine. I think it's fine. I don't really miss Thunder anymore after we got Arrow 3. I mean, of course it would be nice to have it. I wouldn't be, I don't think it would make us too OP. I mean, it's a dot. And it's not even powerful. It's the regular basic Thunder 1.
And then this is the last question I have on my list. It's from Metsunushin. Do you guys think they'll get rid of Flash? He finds it's essential for warriors in dungeons. Orange, you're a resident tank.
Well, it's the only skill for paladins to get aggro, to get enmity. So, unless they add another one,
except for Circle of Scorn.
Well, but that is every 25 seconds.
True.
So unless they add a different one, I don't think so. Well, I mean, Yoshiki talked about it, and he said that he didn't consider adding damage to it when one person asked him. So I think it will be in Stormblood.
Yeah. Also read in chat that the reason cross-class for Thunder was removed was because it was OP on Summoner, which I can, of course, see. I can understand that being too much. Yeah, I think that's it. Unless there's like a last-minute question that happened to come in, then I think we have to wrap everything up. It's been... We've been a bit delayed today. Sorry about that. Sorry about the technical difficulties, as usual. You're probably used to it by now, but hey, we'll get better one day. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. I'm Lukile Bravestone. I've been joined by Orange Caramel and Maela Vanadar. Remember to follow us at SpeakersXIV on Twitter, Facebook.com/SpeakersXIV, Twitch.tv/SpeakersOfHeidlin, YouTube.com/SpeakersXIV, and also don't forget to check out our website at SpeakersXIV.com to get up to date on the latest from Speakers of Heidlin and Speakers Network, as well as participating in our artwork contest that is under the Speakers of Heidlin tab. Make sure to submit your artwork there, and you'll be featured in our brand new end segment called Artwork of Eorzea. If you're wondering why it's not being, why we're not doing it today, is because we simply haven't had it. We don't really know. We haven't had. Oh God! Jeez, did you hear about?
What is going on?
I got stuck on a word and I just couldn't get out of it. Okay, I'm going to try that one again. The reason why there's no artwork of God, Jesus, I can't say it. Artwork of Eorzea, the reason why we don't have it is because we don't have enough submissions yet. We do have some, but we don't have enough. So when we get enough, we'll have that segment ready for you. So if you have artwork you want to submit... Oh, yeah, also, some people asked for... they wanted to make some art of our characters, but they need, like, our characters... Like, they need to see how our characters look. So I'm going to put up our characters on the website so you can get some high-res photos of that shit. So you can use that as reference. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. I've already said the goodbye thing. Let's just go. Bye, guys. Bye. Bye. Thank you for watching this episode of Speakers of Heidlin. Remember to leave a like if you enjoyed and subscribe if you want more. We're also on Twitter at twitter.com/SpeakersXIV and on Facebook at facebook.com/SpeakersXIV. The show is also available in audio form on iTunes. Link is in the description. If you want to watch the show live, the show runs live every Saturday at 7 p.m. GMT, 12 p.m. PDT on twitch.tv/SpeakersOfHeidlin and on youtube.com/SpeakersXIV. If you want to support the show, consider pledging to our Patreon campaign at patreon.com/SpeakersXIV. Thank you.